pillows out. So, firstly, I want to make sure Mr. Braithwaite at the back puts his rather world record-breaking clapping to good use. Yeah. Alan Braithwaite has an unofficial world record, which is the loudest clap in the world.
Nice.
If there is an opportunity within the next 10 minutes to utilise it,
to get it out.
Alright, to be really honest, I have been a little bit nervous about doing this speech today. Just ask Danielle, I have been talking on about it for a little while. I've had plenty of advice along the way, all along the lines of, don't you do this sort of thing for work, Dan, just pretend it's a work thing. So with that in mind, I'm now pretending there's a room of 60-odd geek squad agents, in your uniform and your wonderful white socks, and I just hope that makes you all just look a little less scared. Kind of short situation. I'd like to start by thanking my new father-in-law Mick for his wonderful kind words, most of them. Talking of Mick, Mick has always been asking me to get rid of my Porsche Boxer. And for a long time I took great pleasure in ignoring this request. Something to do with being sensible and saving money was Mick's view. However, weddings come at a cost, even on a Thursday. So the time finally came to sell my wonderful car to raise some funds. You'll be happy to know a good half of my lovely car has been consumed by you today. It's absolutely been worth it. I don't miss my car at all. Lots of people to welcome and thank. So I'd like to start by welcoming all of you, all of our guests. It makes me the happiest man alive that I stand here and say, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, on behalf of me and Danielle, welcome to our wedding, and thank you for joining us in this very special day.
Yeah.
The length that many of you have gone to in order to be here today really means a great deal, and again all the more because it's a Thursday. Not easy. Parents, I'd like to say a massive thanks to Danielle's mum and dad, Nick and Sandra. Thanks for letting me have your daughter's hand in marriage. Thanks for raising such a beautiful, determined, caring, strong and sensitive daughter. But let's not forget, on occasion, stubborn as a mule, and once a month just a tiny bit moody. I remember ringing Mick to ask his permission for Danielle's hand in marriage back in March last year. I told him of my plans to take Danielle to London for her 30th birthday and to propose in the Oxford Tower. I made him swear not to tell anybody. I was really keen to make sure that this event was just as much a surprise for Danielle's family and friends as it was for Danielle herself. I've since found out that no more than 2 minutes later, I was on the blower to Colette. You'll never guess what Dan's going to do. A father-in-law I can trust. Good to know. On a serious note, Nick, thank you for all your wonderful support over the years, and thank you for making me feel welcome to the family. It genuinely means a lot. Sandra, special thanks for always having my back covered. Should Danielle ever give me a hard time, I can always rely on you to say something to Danielle along the lines of, don't you go messing this up, Danielle. On there. Please keep reminding Danielle of that, to make sure she doesn't forget. Also, Sandra, a huge thanks for organising Danielle's second hen party in Loughborough. The 1920 theme was fantastic, and I know everybody absolutely loved it, so thank you. Also, another one for Sandra. Thank you for agreeing to look after Jackson whilst we are away on our honeymoon. I've absolutely no doubt that you and Jackson will have a blast. We know with Jackson. Some top tips. Get as much sleep in now as you possibly can. Stock up on loads of these Kinder Surprise eggs, as you know he loves them. And make sure you keep the iPad fully charged. I can't let today go by without thanking my mum and dad for their support and welcoming Danielle into the family. Dad, thank you for surviving today.
Yay!
Sorry about the venue with you, Croce, and Thanks, Dad. You've been an inspiring influence on me, Dad, with your unrivaled entrepreneurial spirit, and you really have been an influence. If any of you bump into my father today, feel free to ask him about the numerous businesses that he owns, but just do make sure you've got a good 2, 3, 4 hours. Dad, I genuinely can't wait till Jackson is a little bit older and can join us in our father-son fishing trip. Finally, you will have someone new to speak to, talk to about all those wonderful, in-depth and rather lengthy fishing tactics. Not that we ever tire of hearing them, but I'm sure Jackson will love to hear them. So, Dad, thank you. Mum, where do I start? How about that beautiful reading earlier today? It really struck a chord with both me and Danielle. We absolutely loved it, so thank you. Mum, I like to think of myself as a well-rounded person, and I know I have you to thank for that. You're the strongest person I know. Your commitment to helping others over your lifetime is not only inspiring, but a constant reminder that we can all make a difference and help others. From your teaching, the social working, the counselling, and the voluntary work you've done, you really are an amazing person and an amazing mum. And if I can bring up Jackson just half as well as you did to all of us, then I'll be a very happy man. So, Mum, to take off those special words from that very high shelf, Mum, we all love you very much, and thank you.
Yeah.
Bridesmaids. So, adult grown-up bridesmaids rather than the smaller bridesmaids we'll come to in a moment. So Sarah, Emily, Colette and Gemma. Wow, I'm sure everyone will agree you all look absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the support you've given Danielle over the years, but also thank you for all the support you've given her over the last 24 hours and this morning, for keeping us calm. Appreciate it. And thank you for organising the Essex Hen Do. I know she had an amazing time, and my understanding is that the highlight was Danielle's Essex spray tan. By all accounts, she came out of the spray booth with 50 years of an lumper. I do have a picture which I will upload to the website today. Colette has to give you an extra special thanks. For those that don't know, Colette will be singing our first dance song later on today, and I know you put a huge amount of hard work into learning that song. You might not thank me for telling everybody, I think it's a little bit of a surprise, but genuinely I know how much hard work you put into preparing that, so thank you, and I just can't wait to hear it. A little bit worried about dancing generally, for those that see my dancing. Alright, flower girls and bridesmaids, a special thanks to the cutest flower girls I've ever seen, that's Sophie, Alex and Eden. Also Jackson for being the most amazing page boy. I'm sure you did much that you were there. Can I please ask that you all come down and collect a small token of our appreciation, and I'm sure you'll do so for an amazing round of applause. Right, I suppose it's about time I say a few words about the wonderful lady on my left, the stunning star of the show, my wife, Mrs. Lewis. She joins a pretty big clan of Lewis. Before today, there were 11 of us, but now Danielle makes us a complete small dozen. However, if my brother Matt pulls his finger out, we might just hit 13 at some point. So Matt, is there a chance maybe today? Anyway, where did it all start? Me and Danielle. Well, we first crossed paths at good old Carphone Warehouse, or E2 to be specific. I was a sales manager, and Danielle was one of the most successful salespeople in the company. But often with great salespeople comes an element of time maintenance and a demanding expectation from their manager. Doesn't sound like Danielle at all. So for a long time, I was content as a lead salesperson who wasn't actually on my team. We didn't have anything to do with each other. But soon fate was play at hand, and I was successful being offered a new team to run, the affiliate team. And this is where Danielle and I first crossed paths. As a new manager, full of passion and enthusiasm, I made a good impression on the new team, and in particular with Danielle. I'm told Danielle chatted to some of the girls on the team and agreed that this new manager was top draw marriage. I remember doing Danielle's first one-to-one review. There was immediately a spark between us. But being a committed professional, I wasn't about to mix business and politics. So for quite some time, a week kept our spark, our attraction at bay. It was during this time that Danielle actually nearly left E2 to join Santander, and I vividly remember Danielle handing a notice in to me, and we talked it through, and I was desperately worried that if Danielle left, that would put an end to any possibility that we would actually have a relationship. And I was really myself, sorry. I did my best, or tried my damnedest into talking Danielle into staying. I told her how brilliant she was at the job, how much money she was making, and how fantastic her prospects were, and all of which were absolutely true. But what I wanted to say was, Danielle, please don't go. I think we could have something special.
Oh.
Thank God all my sweet talking worked, and Danielle stayed. It was during this time that Danielle sent me a text about a song she'd been listening to, described how we felt about each other, and it's this song that Colette will be singing for us later on today. It means a huge amount to us. The final turning point was an innocent team night out. We ended up in Junglers in Nottingham, and after a few drinks, Danielle just couldn't hold herself back. She pinned me against the wall, threw herself at me. That's how I remember it.
That's not what I was told.
The rest, as I say, is history. From our first date to moving in together, to buying a house, to getting a dog, which bought me 12 months before getting a Jackson. Danielle, being able to call you my wife is a privilege. It's truly an honour to say that you're my wife and I love you. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please be upstanding and raise your glasses to my wife, to Danielle.
To Danielle.
I'm nearly there. This is quite long. I'm probably there. So, as many as you know, I've opted to go down the best people route rather than a best man or best men route. And at first glance, that might appear quite complicated, but actually it's really quite simple. There have been some significant people that have stuck by me through thick and thin over the years, and I want to say a massive thank you to all of them. Dan, a special thanks for arranging my stag in Nottingham. Fair to say everyone had an amazing time, as did I, up until the point I was forced to wear some size 8 Hooters hot pants. Dan, wherever you are, thank you for that. So that's enough from me. It now gives me great pleasure, I think, to hand you over to some of my best people. I suggest you take no notice to anything they conjure up over the next few minutes. So with great trepidation, I'd like to hand you over to Matthew, Jonathan and Naomi. Thank you.